So it's Saturday and I'm going to be trying out another new palette that I discovered. It's probably an old palette to some, but you know, sometimes you're looking at brands on Instagram or you'll find somebody's using a particular brand and you think, oh, I've not seen that one before. This one is actually a UK black owned brand called Brown Melanin Makeup. Some of you may have seen it. And this is the palette Melanin Fantasy Eyeshadow Palette. Now, I think I've seen it's in the website, they're about to launch another palette. So this is the only one that they had in circulation, but they're about to launch a new one soon. But I was kind of looking at this palette, but just look at those colours. They are just simply gorgeous, aren't they? So we are going to dip into, I'm going to dip into Ohima for a bit of all over colour and transition. So I'm just dipping that in, and I'm just actually going to dab that on. Yeah, see, look at that colour already, and it's just using it lightly. And obviously with these brushes, then lovely and long, so you can use them at the tip, so you're not too heavy-handed with the colours. But yeah, this one we'll use all the way over, all over the lid. And I already primed my eyes with my my Urban Decay eye primer in caffeine. So my eyeshadow primer potion by Urban Decay. So I've already got that there, and then set with some powder. What do we want? So I'm going to go in. So using this same brush, I'm going to go in with Strong, which is that kind of nice orangey colour. So I'm just going to again tap that in, tap it off, and I'm going to have this as just my top colour here. Yeah, it just opens up that top part of the eye. Again, I'm just doing this subtly because I'm going to put some stronger colours on in a moment. We'll use a bit of E38 to diffuse creased, I think. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to use a bit of sweet brown because it's a little bit darker. Okay, we'll just tap that in and bring that up. I literally just tapped that and you can see kind of how much that deposited. I really tapped that in. So these pigments are quite strong. I like experimenting, and I'm still learning techniques along the way. I watch a lot of my favourite influencers like Fumi du Saluvold. She is a brilliant influencer, but she is a very inspirational woman just through who she is. She's, you know, she's effervescent. She has an amazing personality. She's always laughing, and she kind of talks about life. She's an ex-model. She looks absolutely fantastic. She's lost a lot of weight and she models some of her clothes and her makeup. She just looks wonderful. Highly recommend if you need that bit of boost of energy, even in the morning, you know, watch some of her videos. But I also watch Makeup Shayla, Jackie Ina, particularly for the makeup side of things. Patricia Bright's another one I'd say, like a younger version of Fumi. She's all about life, but fashion, makeup, business, the whole lot. And I'm getting more confident now that I don't necessarily have to look and see what people are doing. I'm kind of knowing roughly what, you know, how to kind of mix the shadows and decide what I'm putting on the eyes to get, you know, the final result. I'm mastering lashes as well now. Particularly, you know, the Kiss lashes that I get from our local Superdrug, which is in the UK, a really good drugstore for getting, let's say, the budget end of the market. But I used to spend a fortune on lashes and I'd struggle to put them on, you know, like really expensive mink lashes, sometimes up to £30 a time. And that was a couple of years ago. But these Kiss ones I think they're £5.99. It's like £5.99, and I've been able to use them many times. I've been able to get them on very quickly and use them many times. So what I would like to do now, using the detail blending brush, is going to put a little bit of bijou in my lower crease here, and that's just kind of meeting up to my false crease. So again, I'm just going to place that on the lid and then just bring that just above me natural crease up to me false crease. So I'm just dabbing it on. And honestly, you can be so gentle, because obviously your eyelids are very sensitive. But I can hardly feel this brush. So it just shows how gentle it is and how much the shadow is going on. So I say taking it up to that false crease there. And then if we just place that a bit further along. Yeah. I think, you know, you follow people on whatever social media platform, you know, you wish to, but you want people that you can believe in, especially the products they're promoting. Actually, I forgot to mention one lovely lady that I do like to follow, particularly for the fashion side of things, is Lorna Lux. She's got a collaboration with In Style. Now, I could say, oh yeah, they're young people clothes, but I've had a few items, and they you know, they fit just fine. But Lorna, she's so genuine, and she's on Instagram. She's on Instagram each day, and it's great to follow her stories. She does a lot of getting ready, particularly with her makeup, her skincare, and even her hair care. And you know, she's great. She's got a hell of a lot of apologies off the top of my head, it's probably 1.2 million followers, something like that. But she's extremely good at keeping in touch with her followers. You know, I can send her odd messages or something like that, and she responds generally the same day. And often on her stories, if she's going away or something, she and her husband have this fantastic rosé wine called Whispering Angel. And I kept on seeing her having it, and asked her where she got it from, and found out a supplier. Well, I ordered a case of this wine, and oh my goodness, it was fantastic. I had some just before my birthday and took some away with us when we went on our birthday. When we went away for my birthday, and it's a pleasurable drink, can I just say. So I'm glad I kind of got, she didn't necessarily recommend it, it's just something she was drinking, but I asked her about it. But anyway, yeah, she's a brilliant one that I will follow on a very regular basis. Not necessarily every day, but on a regular basis. Because I think since I've got my new job, I'm not getting on as much as I have done before. But at the end of the day, it's not about living on there, is it? So, oh, this, I'm keep going with this eyeshadow because it's just, oh, it's just so powdery, soft, and it just glides on the lid. And then what I'm going to do is use Goddess, which is that kind of more naturally matte brown, kind of just in the corner. Again, just dabbing it on, just kind of placing it just for that corner. And it's say there's there's no fallout with these shadows. They are just fantastic, and they feel. I think, you know something. It's a mixture. It's a mixture of the brushes and the shadow. The shadows are very good quality, but the brushes, they just really help matters. You know, I'm barely touching my eyelids and the shadow is going on. You don't have, because one thing you just don't do is hold your brushes like that, so like a pencil, because it's just pretty too heavy. These ones, it allows that kind of flexibility. It's like just flicking the shadows on. Yeah. And it just places the shadow quite nicely there. Oh, I'm liking that. So what we're just going to do is have a little bit of February, which is that light shimmer. And I'm going to using the E42 Precision Firm Blender, and just tap that in, and I'm just going to place that in the middle. Oh, look at that. Yeah, so it just makes the middle part of the eye pop just a little bit. And then just using the E38 Diffuse Crease, I'm just going to just go over the edges. So from the sweet brown down to these lighter colours, just smoothing out those edges. And then just dust off the brush, and then we just smooth out those edges between the sweet brown, yes, sweet brown and strong. You see? And it just... oh, I'm loving that, loving that. And then what I'm going to go back and use the brush that I use for strong, the E25 blender brush, and just dip it tiny bit in Oya, which is that kind of mustard colour, and just place just very top, not as a highlight, but just before where I'd probably put a highlight. It just gives that final kind of sunset edging to the shadow. Yeah. Kind of what are we thinking? Liking that? So I'm going to go and just finish up the shadow underneath, do my lashes, just finish the rest of my face, and I'll come back with the finished look.